Hey, what's going on? Eric B. Horn here, and what I'm going to do today is let you in on a coaching call that I had with a very good client of mine. Long story short, his business is suffering heavily based off of this overall pandemic to the point where he had to lay some of his employees off. Actually, he doesn't even call them his employees; he calls them his family. What I did was give him some sequential steps that he needs to take to hit his main goal of rehiring the 12 individuals that he had to lay off. So hopefully the information in this call can help you out if you are a small business and had to lay some people off. Take heed to what I told my client because this is a lot of stuff that corporate America isn't even doing. Right, that your business is going through this, but let me give you like a three-step process on what most business owners aren't doing when it comes to this overall pandemic. Have you ever heard of the concept of breaking something down and to rebuild it back up again? Yeah, breaking something down to build it back up again. Have you even taken the time to absorb the overall impact of what this pandemic is doing? Not only from a health perspective, but also from an economic standpoint. This is huge. Your business did not close based off of your own misallocations of funds or you just being irresponsible. You were moving in the right direction. You were thriving. You were hiring people. You were impacting people's lives in a positive way. So I don't want you to think that you got hit based off of or your business suffering based off of the fact of you doing something irresponsible. Millions upon millions of businesses are suffering based off this pandemic. So I don't want you to mentally think that this is ultimately your fault. But at the same time, I want to give you a dose of reality. Right now, you are down, but you are not out. Go to your family and let them know how you really feel about what's going on. And the reason why I say that is because Karen texted me a couple of days ago and let me know that you've been not getting any sleep. You've been pondering back and forth around the house, worried, stressed out, but you are not communicating that with her. She's no dummy. She knows what's going on. She knows that your business is suffering from this. So you need to take some time out today and have a conversation with her and the kids about how you feel. Go to your wife, go to your kids, have a conversation on what's going on and how you really feel. I know that they would appreciate that, and you're a husband and your father, and they love you regardless. They love you when your business is successful, and they'll love you even more when your business is not. Your goal now is to rehire the 12 that you laid off, clearly, and you can do it. You just want to make sure that you are proactive in your overall approach. Once again, this is a storm, but you can clearly weather that storm. But your main job, your main objective is, of course, to save your ship. And a part of that is to rehire the 12 individuals that you laid off. So, let me even take that a step further. Do you have a list of the people that you had to let go? Within the next 2 to 3 days, call them and have a individual conversation with all of them. When you do reach out to those 12, there's a couple of things that I want you to specifically find out for each of them. The first one, how are they doing and how their overall families are doing. However, you want to make sure that all those 12 have filed for unemployment, which is very, very important because unemployment for some of them is relatively new and they may not even know how to go through that overall process. Just because the money stopped from a job perspective, the bills don't stop. Tell them that what your overall plan is. Tell them what your overall intention is. Even though you may not have the steps fully laid out, let them know that this is what you want to do. That shows that you care. That shows that they are just not employees. That shows that you want to make sure that their livelihoods will get back to as normal as possible. And you telling them they're planning to hire them back, which is very sincere, which is your overall intentions, that's one thing that corporate America doesn't do. Corporate America usually just gives you a letter and some unemployment information and tell you to politely go about your business. However, for you care dearly about your employees, so you want to make sure that they are in your thoughts and overall in your actions and in your overall intentions to hire them back. Set up a weekly call or like a progress check on the business, and also to check in with them. You check in with them on a weekly basis, let them know that you care, and people love to be included in what's going on. Communicating with them, there may be other ways that you can aid them during this trying time. The big news is in the past couple of weeks is the president pushed this huge stimulus package. I think it's over $1 trillion, and I know some of that, a little bit of that money is allocated to small businesses. Your job also is to do some research or have Karen do some of that research for you. Actually have Karen do that research for you also, because you can still get her involved in that overall process. But you need that information. You need to go over that information and then figure out what you need to do to get a piece of that money. Reach out to your current clients and your current vendors. The slogan that everyone is saying now, we're all in this together. Take that same type of initiative to your current clients and vendors. Check in with them, see if they would need anything. Let them know what are the overall plans to get out of this particular pandemic. Just keeping the ship moving in the right direction, as opposed to what a lot of businesses are doing. They are at a halt and they really don't know what to do. So one of the gems in this coaching session is I'm specifically telling you what you need to do to continue to move in the right direction. But reach out to your current clients and your current vendors, have conversations with them, plan, strategize. So once this passes, and it will pass, you can go back to business as usual. Because once again, I'm going to keep hammering this with you every single week. Now your main job is to rehire those 12 individuals that you had to let go. I'm going to sound like a broken record when it gets to that point, but you want to make sure that you hire those 12 individuals. Let's take this time and utilize this time to show them how great of a leader that you are, because you are a great leader, and this isn't a situation that will keep you down. This is just a setup for you to have a triumphant comeback. All right? Did you have any questions based off of anything that we talked about? All right, man. So I will talk to you same time next week. All right? All right, take care.